Howdy folks, how's it going? We're going to be playing around in Run 8 tonight for a little bit. Need to look and see what we're doing. I think I got current oil all switched. That's where we're at right now. Yeah, there's no tanker sitting over there. Looks like we're not getting any game audio. Let's kick it in the pants. Yeah, it's working now. It was working before, I'm not sure. And how's it going, Rail Rider? Hello, hello. Fairweather Productions, howdy. And we're over on... I just have the default route, so we're on Mojave and be some over at Barstow, probably. So I've just got the base game. And then I've got some branches. The was it Oak Creek, Arvin, and Trona. But as far as the bigger pieces, I've only got the base game. So what are we doing? That's a great question. Let me pull up my spreadsheet here. Now we've got the 913J that's ready to go. TriCor. Start with that. We've got a whole bunch of stuff to do in Barstow as far as building trains. So we'll probably be doing a little bit of everything tonight. Was curious though, does this... No, it doesn't remember the positions. It turns everything off. All right. Wasn't sure if it remembered. I couldn't remember if it remembered. So I left that running when I saved. So let's pop back over to Mojave. I can never remember where Mojave is. Here it is. Whee! Yeah, we got a train going through. A little bit of weather over here at Mojave. It's kind of cloudy. Some of the Run 8 locos very weak. I mean, compared to real life, I have no idea. Everything I've heard from people that know is Run 8 is very accurate. Got a little rain over here in Mojave. Look at that. Kind of dreary. I thought... Am I thinking of the wrong yard? Oh, I am. I'm the 913J's out of the BNSF Bakersfield. I'm in the wrong yard. That's why nothing looked right. There we go. The train bell? I don't think so. I mean, the AI is pretty good about doing the horn and bell when they're supposed to. So we've got this guy sitting here. Could run it. We go, I don't remember what state TriCor was in. We did the other industry a while back. Let's see, TriCor. Yeah, we left those there. We took all the empties back. So we just need to deliver this out there, basically. And I left the plant power down here. We had a little bit of a snafu last time, so we could actually run this guy down. Let's have AI do that for me. Some AI. there, and we'll have him drive. Safety last. Yeah, I don't know all the rules and regulations of Rail Rider. And it also varies by railroad. Alright, so he will come all the way down through here. These guys are set for straight. Woo! Let's just have him run all the way down here to his siding. That should work. Then we'll work on getting the train over here. Yep, that'll work. Okay, let's go to back over to here. Hey, the sun's out. Bakersfield. Let's get everybody started. So we got 53 cars, looks like. It's not too bad. Just got the Bakersfield sub. Cool. And I'm just going to auto this. Let's do that. Throw an EOT on. Get that set to just air hoses. Should be all hooked up. EOT. Lovely. Hey, what's up, Mullet Duck? Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. It's spelled wrong, but you know, I still appreciate the sentiment. My mom says I'm the best. Can't argue with mom, so I'll take it. All right, what are we doing? I'm not using the rail driver tonight. I get tired of the throttle. I need to take it apart. The throttle is so sloppy. Just it's a pain in the butt. So the keyboard is nice and precise. We'll just use that. So let's get some gauge lights on. We're ready to rock and roll there. Headlights on. Independent is on. I think we have a brake application set. Do. Cool. Well, let's take off the parking brake. No, let's leave the brakes on for that. Let's do a brake test. Wait, do we have air in the train? I thought when you loaded in, you didn't have any air in the train. No, donations aren't required. I appreciate the support, but I just do this for fun. And I've got an awesome job. And I've been in IT for 20 plus years, so I'm doing all right. A little thumbs up is all I need, but I also appreciate anybody dropping their hard-earned money in there too. It says a lot. Yeah, that's open. Yeah, okay, I guess it does have air in it. I didn't think when you saved the train it stored the air, but apparently it does. So let's do a brake test real quick, and then we'll talk to Otto and work on getting out of here. So let's bring that up. And let's go ahead and do a release. Release the independent as well. Oh no, Mullet Duck, calm down. Yeah, you can't argue with mom. Mom knows best. All right, we got a good release, so that's nice. We are in neutral. Let's get a couple of notches on to pump some air. Wait for that flow rate to come back down, and then we'll do a abbreviated brake test. -1 viewers. Nice, YouTube. Little YouTube analytics. How does that work? How do you have -1 viewers? Like everybody leaves and you go with them? Is that -1? Alright, that flow rate's down below 60. That should be considered a full release. So let's go ahead and do initial set. Bail off the locos. That's looking good. Got a good application through the whole train. Awesome. Go ahead and take it on down. Another 10 pounds or so. Yep, looking like we got a good set across the board. Bob is not impressed, but that's okay. EOT is reporting in. I don't remember if there's a grade here or not. It's always a bright day when Carrie streams. Indeed. Oh, the kids, they got invited to a birthday party movie, so they're at the theater. Watching Super Mario. Wife is out running around doing some shopping, so. Just me and the cat. I thought, you know what, let's go play with some trains. Alright, let's call up Otto. 84 and star 51. Now, does it know where I need to go? Probably not. I need to go out the Gomez switch. It probably doesn't know that. Yes, he's not lining up the switch for me. Ah, crap. Alright, I'm gonna have to turn off auto. So there's no way for me to tell auto I want to go out here. Actually. We got a train coming on through that we need to wait for. Your conductor's name, Tony. Yeah, I just went with Bob. Nice and short. Bob's really judgmental, too. Just look at him. Didn't I tone the dispatcher? Oh, 51. No, I didn't. Bob's like, hey, dummy. There we go. Cancel my routing. We can go ahead, if we wanted to, I could pull down to the signal there, so we'll probably do that. Because we've got this BNSF train here going by. Let me turn that over to symbol. Yeah, we got this Q train coming by. So what we need to do is come out of the yard here, cross over and head out this switch. And then we'll be off the main until we get over to this block, I think, and then we have to cross there. So it's, we have to interact with the main line 2 times to get where we're going. But we're not going on the main to get there. It's a little convoluted. But that's okay. Let's see if we can get this thing moving. still in the yard. I'll leave my headlight down. Yeah, we are moving. That's a good. We can move a notch too, so it's not a terrible pull. A little bit of a grade, not too bad. We've only got 53 cars. We've got plenty of horsepower. I do not have any custom sounds that I can remember putting in, no. I think everything's stock. So we have to stop here at this yard limit signal. We'll get it moved down a little bit. Oops. Slow down pretty decent when we come off the throttle. So when we were on the siding there, we had a little bit of a grade, but it looks like it levels out up here. What's that Q train doing? It's almost to Bakersfield, so we won't have to wait too awful long. I think we have a crossing there, so we'll stop short of the crossing. Yeah, I can see there's a little bit of a hump in the yard there. So I went in and put on the initial application. Should be enough to get us stopped here, no problem. Just hang out here. Independent on. Now we wait. Go find this Q train. That kid's coming into Bakersfield. There he is. Doing his crew change. So I could probably sneak through there. If I took control of this real quick. Turn off his auto dispatch. Let's get ourselves out of here. Does to switch. Might have to drop his signal there. Come on, switch, throw. Have to drop that too? I think I have to throw and then set the route. Let's try that. Come on. There it goes. Alright, now we can get ourselves out of here. Hey look! We got a yellow light to get out of here. Let's rock and roll. We're not. There we go. He likes notch 3. Now we're moving. So yeah, he's crew changing, so we'll just scoot across here and then we'll be clear of the main for a while. Let Otto take back over. Yeah, Bob's just never impressed. He's just the face of disappointment. He knows I'm a noob. Alright, that'll get us out on the main. We got the crossover here at Gomez and then off to the north, I think. Always get turned around with directions. And let's see, is it slash to count? Nope, star to count. Shifts. Right shift star to count down. Beautiful. Slash is dynamic brakes. We got a red over flashing. Oh, that just means restricting. As long as we don't have a solid red. Be line for the, yeah. So we're gonna cross over and then we're gonna go out this track. I've got a cheat sheet for the signals. There's a lot of them. A lot of different signals, and there's slight differences between UP and BNSF. That's why I got the cheat sheet. So we're headed into the crossover before we're even all the way out of the yard. So I'm going to go ahead and reset my counter again, so we'll know when we're off the main. we should be good to get all the way over to Seiko. Or we'll have to cross the main again to get where we're going. There we are. We're out of the yard. So we can go ahead and clean that up. Yes. Then we're over to the crossover. I've never had a coupler not fixed before, but yeah, I've broken quite a few. Last stream, I think we broke like 3 times, maybe. Either the last stream or stream before last. I had a lot of issues with a great big heavy oil train. Me being a noob was the main issue. Not sure if I'm down to that road yet. Maybe I should go hop back in the cab. Yeah, we're coming up on the road. Hey, little boy. Whoa, look out! The train always wins, folks. We'll try to bust through the crossing gate. Alright, 300 feet to go, and we'll be all over off the main. Beautiful. Those two are flashing, so they should go back. Excellent. Turn auto back on. He can do his thing. We'll get that Q train moving again. What's nice about Run 8, though, Fairweather, is you can turn all that stuff off if you don't want to mess with it. Like brake valve failures, you can turn off slippery rail. You can turn all that stuff off. You don't want to deal with the realism. Especially when you're learning, it's handy to turn some of that stuff off. Okay, we're up to track speed of 15. Ripping along. Sent my wife a kissy on the Life 3. Forgot it made the giant kissy sound. She actually just got back home from the store. Uh-oh. BNSF 9048. What happened? Who's BNSF 9048? That Q train, did it just delete it? Sure what's going on there. BNSF 9048. No, it's this one. Oh, it was that one. Did it straighten itself out? Keep an eye on it. Although the automatic dispatcher is not perfect. Does a pretty good job. Went back up to notch 3. Try to just keep it around 15. River's at like 3 different levels. Okay, so we're getting fairly close to Seiko. Seiko mainline's over here. Gotta get up. There's a little bit of a hill here. Then we'll have to come to a stop around that curve. Go ahead and build some amps up because, as you can see, we've got a little bit of a climb here. We're only going 15, so I don't want to slow down any more than I have to. But as more of the terrain gets on that 1% grade, we'll start to feel it. Looks like the needle's falling. We're going to go up another notch. We don't have any of those fancy accelerometers like they got on the newer locomotives. Bob's old school. He just stops the train with his mustache. Probably shouldn't have come down a notch. We're doing alright. We're still at 14. Magic mustache. Exactly. You see there, we've got back third of the train is coming uphill. This one's kind of level to slight downhill, and front third is uphill. Losing speed. We're already pulling almost 900 amps, so I think we'll just let it ride in notch 6. We do have to stop over here around this curve anyway. Which, who do we don't have anybody anywhere close, so we should be able to just sneak across Seiko, I think. I don't know if auto will work with me or not. What I'd like to do is ask for mainline authority and just hand through ourselves across the main. We'll see if that'll work. I don't know if it will or not. Stop it like over there. Probably hit the air a little too early. Yep, quite a bit early, in fact. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to cross over again. So we need to go over here and then out this track. This is the main line right here. So I need mainline authority, but I don't know. Actually, I don't even know if I do. Am I up in Bakersfield territory now? Am I in UP? Since we're up here, I think I am. So let's do channel 14, star 54. Oops. I know, Bob. I didn't do the radio right. So I'm going to see if I can request mainline authority. I don't know if that'll work. I think I've tried that here before. If it doesn't, we'll just have to take over manual dispatch. Get ourselves across the main line and then hand it back to auto. He's not talking to me, so let's try the... Oh no, it's still on the other frequency. So we're still talking to BNSF Bakersfield. And he hasn't come back to me. Do I have to have a block assigned? Maybe I have to have a block assigned? Yeah, he's not answering back. I don't know why. I guess the other thing I could try is just request signal. I think then he'll tell me about a control point. Call me at next control point. Or is Otto just on a coffee break? Did he flip out when that train was having issues? I'm wondering if Otto is dead. Because he's not doing anything. Alright. Okay, well, let's just reset him. Auto is now disabled. We're moving, so that's good. So we'll just go do this ourselves. Yeah, rip Otto, the automatic dispatcher. He's dead. There was an error earlier with the train. I'm starting to think maybe that flipped him out. Slowly getting the move. Not quite in the red at notch 4. We got nobody coming at us, so we're good. But I think we got nobody coming at us because Otto's. What happens if I re-engage him with switches through? See if he starts dropping signals for these guys. Hey! With cars running across in front of me tonight. Oh yeah. Bob's over here judging. It's just what he does. It's his job. It can't work like this. Be in my trailer. Yes, he's still getting multiple routings. He is dispatching people though. He's dropping signals for people, so it's at least an improvement. But Otto works pretty well. He got us all the way from Barstow to Bakersfield over like 2 or 3 streams. Running that heavy oil train. Didn't have too many issues. Alright, let's drop the calendar. We'll know when we're off the main. $93.59. This happens some issues. $93.59. Fix that for you, Otto. It'd been funny if that was my train. Blinks out of existence. Okay, here's where we hit this grade. This is where we caught a traction motor on fire. So, this is several streams ago. I had not enough power on the head end. We almost burned up poor little... Here's a GP40. Humming now. Unit has picked a switch and derailed. Wait, what? Is that me? If you see that message, does that mean it's you? I'm in full panic mode now. Uh, 000935. Oh, that is us. Abort! Better go for like a 15-pound set. Make sure we get stopped. Hey, Hellbound, how's it going? Good morning. Oh, dang, we picked a switch. Let's bop back down. So we're past this guy. We're not even off the main line yet. It was 00935. R54, where are you? I was scrolling down the list. It was on my train. There it is. By golly, it did. Jumped right off the rail and broke the hose. Or wait, that may just be a visual thing. Yeah, we didn't dump air on the whole train. It's just a visual. The hoses don't line up. Okay, well, that's fun. Of course, we're on the giant gradient. I don't know, is the thing to do to let it roll backwards back up on the rail? Rather than trying to lug it up a 1% grade. Let's try that. Let's try just easing it. Well, are we gonna be able to catch it though? Release the air. Let's try pulling it up on. We'll see how that goes. It's gonna go terribly. Place your bets now. All right, let's get the control back up. Save that as 3. How are we looking up here in the cockpit? Good. Yeah, Bob's not happy, but that's just kind of a given. Why do I have 14 pounds on my brake cylinder? I didn't hold the bail off long enough. That's why. Okay. Fair enough. All right, reverse or forward. Couple toots on the horn. Amps are building up. Go for release. About 4 notches on the prime mover and hope for the best. We'll put a little sand on too. Easy does it. Come on. Come on. Notch 5. Don't burn anything up. Oh, we just can't quite get it up the re-rail frog. What happens if I... Oh, you can't just turn it off again. That's no fun. Okay, we're going to burn up something, but let's go for it. Oh, we did it. But we're not moving. We got all the amps and we're not moving. Awesome. We're gonna have to go into the red, Bob. I apologize. We're not... Well, we're just barely in the red at notch 5. Okay, we're gonna have to go into the red. Come on! Start moving! No black smoke yet, we're good. Insomnia is making it hard to sleep. Ah, that sucks. I have a lot of back problems and pain, so I haven't slept good in almost 20 years, so I can relate. It sucks. Can we come down to 5 and still keep moving? Nothing's on fire yet. That's a good sign. That was not a good place to stop, but kind of felt like I had to. Another thing I need to do is run up here and throw the switch, I think. Yeah, Bob is used to my shenanigans. There we go. Alright, that's just crawling uphill. Beautiful. I never did go check on this AI. Let's see. Did it get down here in the hole? Where did it end up? Where did it end up? Oh, was it going the other direction? Where did that train go? Oh, did he run into the bumper and delete himself? I thought he would stop at the bumper. I have a feeling he ran into the bumper and deleted himself. Anybody seen a stray engine anywhere? Nope. Okay, well, we deleted the plant power. We'll get that back. Oops. If you weren't here earlier, I had AI running the plant power back down to the plant. And I had it lined up to go into its sighting, but I think it just went right into the bumper and deleted itself. So that's less than ideal. Alright, and those are all green, so we're good. Alright, back to the scene of the crime. Indiana and Ohio Railway, 85. How's it going? Woo! I helped you out on Reddit? Oh, okay. Well, glad I could help out. Did some switching. Cool. Well, we picked a switch, so I had to stop on this like 1% grade. And we're struggling to get moving. I think I'm gonna have to go back into the red. I'm sorry, Bob. It's got to be done. We're abusing the crap out of these engines. This is what happened last time. Except last time I had a couple traction motors on fire, but nothing's burning yet. Keep your sniffer on high alert. All right, let's get back to that display. There we go. So we're crawling up out of the hole here. Trying. Back to notch 5. And if I pop back down to here. Okay, good. We are clear of the main. Get the main open back up. Otto can do his thing. Yeah. No more pink. We're good. Yeah, I think it did go into the ethos hellbound. I thought it would stop with the bumper, but apparently not. I'm looking over at the rail driver display. It's 0.8. We're gonna have to go back into the red. I mean, I could break the train apart if I had to now, because we're off the main. This doesn't have any kind of display for temps or anything. It's bad. Let's just put it that way. We might burn up a traction motor. The grade is... Oops, the grade is listening, though. Really levels out once we get up here. A little bit of wheel slip. Let's get some sand on. We crept up to 3 miles an hour. Let's get back down in the green. Well, I say green. It's sort of green. Sort of, kind of. She's not moving very fast. We haven't killed any traction motors yet. Only smoke's coming out of the top of the engine. That's good, right? Certainly turned into a lot more interesting job than I thought. How's Otto doing? Otto looks like he's dispatching stuff again, so I think he's okay. Deleted that problem train. Like everybody's moving. All right, we're gaining speed in notch 5, so we're on the home stretch. I know, Bob, I know. We should have brought SD40s. I know. This is what the yard boss gave me. We're up over 3 miles an hour now. Smoking along. Our horsepower per ton, 1.2. Not overly generous. 7,500 tons, 3,300 feet. Heck yeah, up over 5 mile an hour now. I think YouTube's being a little silly tonight. We're back to -1 viewers. It's weird. I've got chat popped out, but it still shows up on YouTube tonight. Being a little strange. Pop out. This goes right. Look weird. Hey, what's up, Doug Zorley? Yeah, I don't know how they came up with -1. It's that new AI math, I guess. Oh well. I think YouTube's kind of broken. And I'll bring that there. Let's have chat in 2 places. All right, now we can go to notch 6 without burning up anything. Then once we're down here, we'll have to cut the power because we'll be heading downhill after all that. Yeah, AI is controlling it all. That's why YouTube is so wonky. Alright, back almost up to track speed. I like it. See, Bob, we made it. We're all worried. Okay, bud, we made it. We got some dipsy doodles, and right here we start heading downhill. So we'll probably be coming off the throttle and back into dynamics at that point. Hey Pat, how's it going? Yeah, well, and thanks for dropping in. Hope you can get some sleep. I'm going to come off that a little too early. Pretty sleepy too, and it's only 8:42. I've been getting up earlier and exercising in the morning this week, so kind of got my schedule a little wonky. Yeah, so we're at 0.5% downgrade now. Once the weight of that train gets more on it, it's going to be pushing on us. No, Pat, I never did find it. I don't know what happened to it. I may have accidentally deleted it or something. So I just recreated it and stuck it in the yard for next time. Is it Control P? Oh, nope. Nope. This is doing all the wrong things. Oh, that's restore. Control L. Right Control L. There it is. We're running an LS913J tonight. And we're headed over to TriCor Refining Company. Oh. There we go. I honked. It's all good. Dropping off a bunch of loaded tankers. And then we've got some pickups we can do at the other place. What was it called? Paramount. And that will complete this job. I don't remember, a couple, 3 streams ago, maybe? We were over here picking up everything. We dropped off at Paramount, picked up at TriCor. Now we're finishing the job. That's weird. I thought we would be flying down this hill, but really not. Not really pushing us that hard. Surprising. Oh, it's kind of good to get back to running locals. I think it was 3 streams running that heavy oil train from Barstow to Bakersfield. That was fun. Get a little mainline action, but I really enjoy the switching and yard work and running locals. This one turned into a real adventure. Picked a switch crossing the main there, coming over to here. So I had to stop the train on like a 1% grade and re-rail a truck on a tanker. Barely get started again, going uphill. Alright, so we got one more road crossing. Not crowd crossing. cool. We got people running across. Auto's back on the job. Alright, so we need to stick stuff on these tracks. We need to come down past there, and we'll stick things in here. And if we have leftovers, we can put them over there. Got this storage track. And I need to... I might look at an old save and see what that was called. Get that power back in. So I need to hit the counter as we pass this, and I'll know when they stop. You ready to back up? Yeah, counting down. Glad that derail was pretty tame. Just picked a switch. It was just sitting on the ties. Nothing bad happened, so that was good. Hey, friends of the Frankfurt and Cincinnati, how's it going? Just playing a little Run 8. We're switching out TriCor. I don't remember the name of it. TriCor Refining Company. What's my favorite sub? I guess the one I have. The base game. I like having Barstow and Mojave. I don't do too much on Needles. We're almost halfway past. I assume we have room down there, don't we? I think we had all... Should have all kinds of room, in theory. Maybe I better stay up in here. And I like locals, so I have the, was it Arvin and Oak Creek branch or whatever it's called? And I got Trona. I haven't ran on Trona yet. As far as the bigger subs, I just have the base game. I don't have any of the add-ons. Alright, how's it gonna take, how long is it gonna take us to stop? Okay. 1,000 feet? We'll just go with the initial application and see how that gets us along. Probably stop too early. That's usually what happens. Keep her notch one so it stays stretched out. Yeah, we're going to stop a little early. It takes about 700 feet to stop. Somewhere in there. We'll just go ahead and pull the whole train past. I could like break it up, count cars and stuff. I don't know exactly how many cars will fit in there. Yeah, Pat, figuring out the puzzles and just seems like there's more to do. More variety of stuff to do, I guess. What I like about it. Alright, so now if we jump back here. Yeah, that'll work. With that thrown, and then that guy switched. Let's go ahead and go back into this inner track. This is kind of a goofy switch because the switch is inside the frog of the other. It all works. Barely hear the horn back there. It's got a little air power turbine in it to power the EOT. Can't select that while I'm on here, can I? Take that off. Come back down to notch 1. We'll just try to do about 5 miles an hour. So I'm not the best at judging stopping distance, as you saw. It is pretty flat all through here, as far as I know. So that's nice. Alright, so we're only going 5 miles an hour. How long is it going to take to stop? Do our initial application. Build some power up. Yeah, it's a little loud, Pat. It's a little annoying. See if we can get this close. Alright, so we need to come back like another car length. Hey, Fred. Just starting to watch some tutorials. Cool. Yeah, there's some good ones out there over at the Depot channel. And there's various others out there. You can usually find them by just searching for Run 8 tutorial. A lot to learn. That's how I learned when I started, watching lots of YouTube videos, reading through the forums and information over at the depotserver.com, reading through the in-game documentation that comes with it. And I'm still learning. I've been playing since version 2. Still pretty much a noob. But I have fun. That's the important thing. Alright. Go ahead and set some handbrakes. Yeah. Call that a job well spotted. Hit space for jump. That's not the jump button. So it looks like we probably ought to just cut it loose here at the end of that. I think that would make sense. Where's the actual... Oh, so the whole track counts as the industry. Yeah, they could stretch a hose out to that one. Sure. It's on this end. Plenty of handbrakes. You off. A little too much tension on the coupler. Yeah, got the pin pulled. So 15 cars fit there. Cool. So we will have to put some down on those other tracks. We had 53 cars, I think. Got on the air a little late. And like Pat said, once you get the basics down, it is a great sim. Nothing else really like it for railroad operation. All right, bring her on back. So a smart move might have been to pull the train through here. Then you'd be set up to drop cars off there. You learn a little something every time. Yeah, more puzzles. Oh, you're still just figuring it out, Fred? Yeah, there's a ton of info out there. Didn't get back up on the power quick enough. I wanted to keep this thing moving. There we go. And there's plenty to do too with just the base game, where you go crazy with the DLC. You got like 200 miles of main line and all kinds of industries with the base game. And that's all I have, other than a couple branch lines I've bought. I don't have any of the other subs. Plenty to do here on the base game. Yeah, I got that one a little close, didn't I? All right, let's go ahead and release. Come on back. And the physics is so good in this game. All that good. Why is that? Oh, why that crossing was going off. All right, let's bot back up here. You have 26 train games? Oh my goodness. I didn't know there were that many. I guess if you count all the like, arcadey stuff, Transport Fever and that type of stuff, there is a lot of train games. All right, back forward we go. So now we need to come down past this switch because I wasn't thinking ahead. It had the train in here. Got to bring my drink down here. About to spit cotton. Lots of arcade stuff out there. Yep, there's nothing wrong with that either. I played Transport Fever and Transport Fever 2. A lot of people like Train Simulator, like Classic and Train Sim World. Not for me. I like the realism. Alright, we can throw you back. I totally forgot to set my counter. Whee! Know when we needed to stop down here. We'll play it by ear. Went ahead and put about 10 pounds on. We'll get stopped and then we'll ease forward a little bit. And release. On this side. Come on, pull, pull. There you go. Oh no, wait, we need straight. Hey, straight, stop it. Good. Oh, are you kidding me? I stopped a wheel width too short. See if we can just kind of nudge it forward. Stop with the independence. That'll work. Yeah, it was just a little too short. Story of my life. So, I don't know if these are the same length. See how many cars we can get back in here. This thing's moving right along, isn't it? All right, with the initial application on, we'll get some amps built back up. On shoving back in here. I think the initial reduction will be enough. It looks like it will. Yeah, I know you're not supposed to use the independent brake, but we were going super slow. Ah, that'll do. And yeah, that's a little too far out, so we'll cut it here. And I just need to pull down past this switch. Yeah, I managed to time that just right. Fairweather. There's some miracle. Alright, bring her on back. Gets right with it now that it's a lot shorter train. I'm not Fred, no. I do sometimes. When I was doing the over the road train, I was using the rail driver quite a bit. The throttle is really sloppy. It's always been really sloppy. It seems like lately it's especially bad. So it's not much fun to use when you're switching a lot. The keyboard is way more precise. I need to take the rail driver apart, see if I can work on it. Get some of that throttle slop out. I can still see the speed display on the rail driver though. That's kind of handy. Even though I've got that unchecked, it still sends the speed and stuff over to it. In my opinion, the rail driver is overpriced. It's nice to use if you can afford it, but it's way overpriced for what you get. We need to be down here. Yeah, we're past the beginning. Anywhere in here is good. That'll work. All right, are you just... Yeah, you're just a buffer car. Do-do-do-do. Open that. Close that. Feed the air. That guy. Got to use one. How's the throttle action on it? Because I know some people's are fine and some people's are really sloppy. Mine was really sloppy right from the get-go as soon as I bought it. But it was brand new. Everything else works fine. It's just the throttle that's real sloppy. It has a lot of play in it. Like right now, I can almost go to like halfway down before I get to notch 1. And I have to go like all the way back up to almost middle to come out of notch 1. It's just really, really sloppy. Switch this clean back up. All right, now what? We need to grab that stuff. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do with the buffer car. Suppose I could leave it here on this track? Actually, I could have just left it with that cut, couldn't I? That might have made more sense. Now, let's put it on a separate track, because I may have a buffer car when I come out here to service this industry. You got a good one then, Pat, so that's nice. Their build quality seems to be kind of all over the place. I've had it apart before. I was going to fix it. I didn't realize that they have like custom circuit boards with capacitive sensors and stuff on there. You can't really fix it. It's just sloppy linkage. But I found a YouTube video of a guy that was showing how to use like some little plastic shims and stuff. So I might try his technique. Ooh, we are cooking along. 26 mile an hour, that would be fast enough. Do 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 do. Wait, if I have control of this, can I still set the handbrake on that? I can. Alright, cool. I think it's fairly flat through here, so in theory this should roll over here and we can set the handbrake. Alright, we'll just leave that there on that track. Yeah, Pat, it's such a niche market. I mean, just, I'm surprised one place made it. What did I do? I closed that, right? Yeah. Wait, why is the parking brake on this train? Okay, that was weird. Not sure how that happened, but whatever. Oh, I bet when I unrelinquished it. When I relinquished the train. But it put the parking brake on. Alright, we need to grab this stuff. So we'll have that train come on down here. Pick up these hoppers here. Grab those tankers and we can head out. Hey, Red Hunter. Yeah, you're not really supposed to do that IRL. Kicking the car like that, but it's fun. It's my railroad, my rules. And Run 8 simulates everything, so you can actually do that. You can bleed the air brakes. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Oh, it's okay. It's like the lights are being weird, but it's too far away to see those. Yeah, in the yard you can. They used to do that, I think, back in the olden times, like for industries and stuff. Of course, a hump yard, that's how the hump yard works. Just automated. Alrighty, these are empty, right? Yeah, these are empty, so we'll probably just pull them and then we'll pump air once we've got some tankers on. Oh, those are empty too. Alright, cool. So we're just picking up empties. But we need to go and set this guy as the lead unit. Boink. We basically swapped ends. Dave and Bob moved. Sitting there. Yeah, fair weather for sure. And it varies by railroad. Whether it's allowed or not. Oh, were you playing on the public server? Nice. Is it very active? I haven't been on the Depot public server in a long time. I got on the brakes a little sooner than that. Baby on board. Yeah, I haven't seen that movie. All right, where are we headed? We're headed back over through here. We'll go kind of slow since we don't have any air in the cars. Keep it 10 or under. Yeah, I imagine all three of these locos smell a little hot after coming up that grade. Kind of hit or miss. Wait, is that coupler broken? No, it's just a different style. Almost looked like it was broken. Alright, handbrakes all off. These guys are all empty. So probably shouldn't do this, but we're going to just pull it out with no air. We'll go kind of easy, hope for the best. And we'll get this other cut of tankers on, then we'll pump air. Then we'll be ready to head back over to the yard. Not a ton of traffic, so should be able to get across the main there. Going a little fast. Yeah, I'm being lazy, fair weather. If they were loaded, I'd definitely be putting air in there. But they're all empty. We can stop with like 10 pounds on the independent, so we're good. It's all good. All right, let's grab this cut. Getting right with it. Perfect. Alrighty. Let's go. Nope. Doink. There we go. Sure that's closed. Now I do use F7. I've got it set for just air hoses. Don't have to walk the entire dang train and hook up air hoses. I can just hit F7. Alright, back out to the head of the train. Let's get some air flowing. We are in neutral. Let's go to notch 2 for some air. Yeah, it won't take too long in here. We've got 35 cars. Not too bad. Get a random car. We got 30 on the brake pipe. Reservoir starting to fill. Excellent. Yeah, Fred, there's a lot of cool little effects like that. Like a few streams ago, I had pretty much this power. Not this exact power, but pretty much this setup. And I was bringing a whole bunch of cars over here, and I was overloaded. Coming up that slow grade back over there, I was giving her all she got. And pretty soon, I happened to look back, and black smoke was just rolling off these traction motors on the third engine. Like, oh crap. No lasting damage, but we had her pretty hot. I was giving her all the amps. These older engines like this have mechanical air pumps, from what I understand. You want to put it in like notch 1 or 2, just it pumps air faster. I think some of the newer locos will automatically throttle up. But even in the, I can't remember what I had last time. Was it ES44s? The compressor runs at about half RPM unless you give it notch 1. But yeah, there's some cool effects. I love the sound too. The sound is really good in this game. Just look at all this detail. You can cut the air brakes in and out. You can bleed them off. You can set the retainer valve. Simulating the brake pipe through the whole terrain. Got the auxiliary reservoir, emergency reservoir, brake cylinder. All simulated. I like it. So brake pipe's coming up, 73. The reservoir's about half full. It's up to 48. We're getting there. Catch you later, Fairweather Productions. Thanks for dropping in. Sleep well. I'll be heading off to bed myself. I want to try to get this over to the yard. We'll see how it goes. It is getting kind of late. Yeah, Red Hunter, it's a real challenge. The heavy oil train that I drove from Barstow to Bakersfield, I broke it apart, I think at least twice, just getting it started out of the yard at Barstow. So you really got to know what you're doing. I was pretty rusty handling long trains. I broke it apart again at Mojave, heading up the grade west of Mojave. Had to add some more power. So we're waiting for this cubic feet per minute here to get down to 60 or below. Then it should be safe to open up the valve the rest of the way. Got this just partially open. Otherwise it'll think the broken air hose. The air will rush out of the engine too fast. And it'll trip the emergency. That little buzzing left here from the game? Could be. The air compressor is making some noise. It's got a little ticky 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 ticky. And hi, by the way, Rat Dog. I don't think I said hi to Rat Dog. Howdy, howdy. We're pumping air. The Run 8 gives you a lot of options. If you don't want to pump air, you can just click a button and your train's ready to go. There's a lot of options. Alright, we're getting close. Heading towards 60. Hit F5, make sure all the handbrakes are released. Yeah, I used fencing quite a bit, moving that heavy oil train. We were 13,000 and some pounds. It was ridiculous. Well over a mile long. Oh, you've been binging the Arma stuff, Rat Dog? Nice. I'm glad you found something you like to watch. I'm just an old dude playing video games. Been doing this for a hobby for about 10 years now. And I used to stream over on Twitch, and then I would do videos on YouTube. But this year I decided to just do everything over here on YouTube. Let's move the streams over here. Everybody's in one place. And it's going pretty well so far. Play games, a few people show up in chat. It's all good. Oh, did I say pounds? Yeah, it was a big one. All right, we're down to 60. We could probably open it up. Yeah, we didn't get a huge rush, so we're good. All right, let's pop back to the back of the train. And we're going to put an EOT on here. I think you can open it either way. I usually just put it on partial. Alright, let's hop in the cab here. Ready to go, Bob? Okay, we got comms with the EOT. We got 84 on the back end. Looking good. I'm going to let that flow come down a little further. We'll do a quick brake test. While we're doing that, let me hop over here. I got a screenshot of that oil train I was running with the stats somewhere. Is it this one? Yeah, that's when I was stopped. After I had redone it at Mojave with the correct power, I think. So 13,311 tons. Just over a mile. 5,850 feet. 93 loaded tankers. It was a beast. I had 4 on the front. I think I had 3 on the rear. Yeah, it was the S44 DCs. I think it was a monster. And I broke it apart a few times. Live and learn. Alright, flow is looking good. Make sure our headlight is on. Get out of here. I didn't do a brake test today. I said I was going to do a brake test. I lied. You gotta learn the American signals. Yeah. And they're slightly different too between like UP and BNSF. They're mostly the same though. Probably been there, but if you go over to the depotserver.com, they've got tons of good guides. Like I've got this signal cheat sheet printed out. Oop. It's got all the different signals and stuff. And I've got the found on the forums. It's kind of hard to see, but it's a destination map, like off-route destination map, where all the different cars go, so you know which direction to send them. And I've got a map printed out from the depot of all the subs, so they've got some good info over there at the depotserver.com. I think that's what it's called. Exclamation Depot. Nightbot will give you a link in the chat there. Not familiar with it. All right, we got a good application across the board. Let's go ahead and drop her another 10 pounds. Yeah, the tank train was probably not built right. I just kind of threw it together and then I ended up not having enough power. I had to add power at Mojave. And it was tricky. I broke it apart starting off downhill because I didn't do it right. Took me, I think it was 3 different streams to get from Barstow to Bakersfield, but we made it finally. All right, good application. Let's release. Let's get out of here. Yeah, the off-route destination map. I found it it's in a post in the forums. I don't remember where it was, but if you look for if you search for off-route destination map, you might run across it. I should track that down and get a Nightbot command set up for it. This is really handy. Although I had to, I think by default it's black background. I did some manipulation in an image editor to make it so it wouldn't print all black. Waste a bunch of toner. Or maybe it comes with both versions, I forget. Alright, are all the switches set up? Because we are on our way. We got green, so we got to come through there on the red. Should be golden. Yeah, that guy is set. Good all the way out to there. Oh, too far from the train. Yeah, it wasn't a super long train, just over a mile, but all those 93 tankers full of oil. It was super heavy. Going a little fast. That's not good. Not terribly fast. We'll just let it slow down. Oh, maybe they have a link to it now, Pat. Yeah, that would be handy. I had to dig it up out of the forums. That's been like years ago. Don't really, well, kind of like having the grade. Keep that up. Okay, cool. They made it easy to find them. Really handy. If you're building up trains in the hump yard, it's handy to know. Yeah, these guys need to go east, or these guys need to go west. If they're going somewhere Otto knows about, you can tag the train. So I've been live a little over 2 hours. That wasn't too bad. The stuff takes longer than you think. Wish you could get more efficient at it. That would help. I want to check out Trona at some point. I almost did that tonight, but I wanted to get this train finished. So I need to look into... I'm not sure if I have a train ready to go out Trona or not. If not, I might just make one. Because I bought the Trona branch, I guess? I'm not sure. It's not really a sub. And I haven't even driven on it yet. Yeah, the depot is such an awesome resource. They've got good forums, too, with helpful people. Are we there yet? Almost, X-Ray. Almost. Past my bedtime. We need to get there. This patch board is looking good. I'm going to select that block. I don't know that it matters. You watched 14 hours of Run 8 videos yesterday? Holy cow. Yeah, it doesn't take long to burn 6 hours. I don't have 6 hours to burn, though. Yeah, Red Hunter, you're right. This ore is super heavy. You couldn't have a regular like coal hopper full of ore. It would probably break in half. Wonder, are there ore cars in Run 8? I assume there are. Tired? Yeah, I keep trying to talk Mrs. Kerbo into letting me retire, but kids want to go to college. I'm 47, so it's a little early. Alright, now we're starting to head up the grade, so we'll keep an eye on the speed. Retired due to an injury, Fred. Well, I'm glad you can enjoy Run 8. Sounds like you've been watching a lot of videos. Smells bad, X-ray. Yeah, I've flown around out there. I just haven't taken any trains out there yet. I had to do some fancy train maker upper stuff and saving off trains and stuff to get the populated stuff out there. Because I started with the very populated SoCal save by, I think it's Brad on the forums. So it was all like set up out there with cars in the right places and engines and stuff. So I loaded that up on a different save, and I saved off all those cuts of cars as train XMLs, and then I imported them into my world. So it's like I'm starting out there with the populated save. That makes sense. I'm getting tired, so I might not make much sense. Wasn't too bad. There was like 20 cuts of cars I had to save off and import. Didn't take too long. At some point we'll be running out there though. Check it out. Do some switching out at Trona. Oh, excuse me. There's the yawn. Oh, we got a big old grade. I was not paying attention. Get some dynamics on. Catch you later, Pat. Thanks for dropping in. Oh, that sucks, Fred. Man. Trains are dangerous things. Glad I'm just on a virtual train. Slow down too much. I love hearing the slack action back there. It's cool stuff. Oh, you meant nice payout. Okay, Fred. I thought they weren't taking care of you at all. I was like, wow, that's rough. China Lake Naval Base. Yeah, there's a sighting for that. Of course, none of the base is modeled in Run 8. But there's an industry and a sighting out there for U.S. Navy. Only problem with this local is the 15-mile-an-hour speed limit. I don't have to go 15. I can go whatever speed I want. I try to play somewhat realistically. Let me go ahead and get my dynamics set up because we're heading into a little bit of a downgrade again. And we're empty, so it's not going to be nearly as much weight pushing on us. What is our weight anyway? Yeah, 1,200 tons. Nothing. Little baby train. Just working the dynamics here, trying to keep it around 15. We do have to stop down here. I never remember how much room we have. So that's the main line, I think. You get to 4, it seems like the dynamics really grab. We can drag it downhill a little bit. We're on like a 1% grade here. Got that going for us. I thought that initial application was going to hold us. I was wrong. Oh, that's where they made the detonation part? Yeah, I bet they had some fun trains. I should have stopped short of the road, but oops. Unable to issue mainline authority. Alright. Kind of what I thought. Unselect that block and say you're no longer the dispatcher. I'll just route myself across. There's nobody coming. There's nobody for miles, so we're good. I'll just route myself across the main here. Yeah, we'll save that position. I took the brakes off, so the train's going to be rolling. Not. I thought I... Oh, there it goes. It just hadn't released enough yet. Now the crossing gate goes off. What's up, Dave? I don't think we've wrecked anything yet. We had a car pick a switch, but I mean, that wasn't my fault. Just random failure. So I got to use the re-rail frog. That was cool. Think everything's lined up down there? Good theory. Something I haven't done in a long... I don't think I've saved since I started. Save it. Just in case. These are all empty, so we're not super heavy. Let that curve slow us down a little bit, and I'll probably want to get down the dynamics. Past that, let's see if we can get off the main, get it cleared up. I'm trying to get back over to Bakersfield so I can go to bed. Alright, let's pop back down here. Here. Alright, main line is clear. Auto, it's all yours, buddy. Back in the cab. We're all good again. We'll get the dynamic brake set up. So we've got to cross the main again, but we'll let stuff run for a bit. We gotta, so we're going from like here to here right now. It's not on the dispatcher board. Dark territory, not controlled by the dispatcher. But we're gonna come in here into the yard. Here anyway. Is there anybody around here? Not set that. Yeah, I'll just have to take back over the dispatch duty. Extra line noise? I'm not sure. I mean, there's a lot going on in the sim. I've got the dynamic brakes on and lots of stuff happening there. I mean, I don't hear what you guys hear, so I don't know. Sounds fine to me, but I hear what comes out of my gaming PC. Double check. This is on. Yeah, MME. There's a constant buzz. I mean, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours and nobody else has said anything. So I don't know if it's on my end. Show of hands, who hears a constant buzz? I can go back after the stream and listen to it and see if I hear anything. Maybe it's a buzz in your speakers, Dave. Stop for a second when I opened the mixer panel. Well, when I clicked that, it would have stopped all sound when I reset the input. Time for a new gaming headset. Now you got me paranoid, Dave. Have I been streaming for 2.5 hours with bad audio? Wouldn't be the first time. I've sat air muted for 45 minutes one time. Nobody in chat said anything. Trying to regulate the speed a bit here with the dynamics. Even at 15, where are we? A little ways to go. So once we pass these spheres, when I see those spheres, we need to be stopping. Got the big grade crossing. All right. Oh, it started when Dave showed up? I mean, are you guys hearing like the dynamic brakes? I mean, there's definitely audio coming from the game. gonna do this. Now we're far away from the train. I hear Tweety birds. That's all I hear. I mean, when I'm in the cab, you've got like the whine of the engines. You get the dynamic brakes occasionally. There's noises. I'll just have to go back and check the VOD after I'm done streaming. See if I hear anything. Like when the dynamic brakes are in setup, the engine's throttled up a bit. Makes kind of a whining sound. I don't know. I don't hear anything out of the ordinary, but the audio goes from my computer over to the streaming computer, and maybe it got messed up over there. Maybe it's Bob. Dun dun dun. Oh hey, slow down, train. You hear that, Dave? Blame Bob. Bob blames me, so I'll blame X-Ray, and then it's just one big circle. Quit running in front of the train. Do you idiots know the train always wins? Bob playing Candy Crush on his phone. Alright, there's our red signal. Let's get ourselves a green signal. Alright, so we pull this up. We're going to say auto, you're off duty for a bit. And we're going to line these switches. And route ourselves into the yard. Now we should have a green when we get up there. Just need to make sure we're routed into the right track over here. Let's go in this shorter track here because we're not very long. Okay, should be good. Back to the train. Whoa! Oh, I can't see the signal. All right. Yeah, we're good. All right, we're going to lose some speed in the curve, so let's get back on the throttle. All these curves are going to induce friction. Fiction? No. Friction. Which will slow the train down. Only when I'm close to the train. That's interesting. I've had crackly audio before. That's why I have to use a different driver. I hope that's not back. Oh, too much throttle. Easy there, champ. Wrong button. No, there's nothing bugged out in the game, X-Ray, because everything sounds perfectly normal in my headphone. I've got good, clean audio. Everything sounds perfect. So if you guys are hearing something, it's either YouTube or it's something over on my streaming PC, which I can't hear. I'm not sure what you mean, Dave. I don't have an audio mixer. The crackly audio I worked around by using, was it WME instead of whatever the other one is? Normally I'd use WDM, but I have to use MME where I get crackly audio because reasons. Those all set back. Auto back on. I'll get that one switched here in a minute. Why does it look like I have two yellows up here? Because I do. Fair enough. Yay, we made it back to Bakersfield. Alright, I think if I click on that... No, it won't. Okay, whatever. He'll switch it when he needs to. Alright, let's trip the counter. We'll know when we're in the track. And life is good. LS913J is complete. Yep, no pickups, no setouts. So when I was loaded, it took me like 700 feet to stop. That was with quite a few cars. Should be able to stop pretty quick. I think we can stop in 500 feet. We'll test that theory with just initial application. We're, slight downgrade. Not terrible. Alright, initial application. This is just a 6-pound reduction. We'll see how we do. Definitely not stopping in 500 feet. That's what the last guy said. So, 700 feet. Basically. Alright, we are stopped. Headlight off. Cursor centered. Job well done, chat. Job well done. We're back in Bakersfield. Life is good. I need to head off to bed, though, because I got to work tomorrow. Busy week, but that's why I wanted to stream tonight. I had a little bit of time. I haven't had a whole lot of time to play lately. I did get a Railroads Online recorded for tomorrow morning. If you're following along the Railroads Online series, there will be a video out tomorrow, 8 a.m. Central Time. Have a great one. Rest of your night, rest of your day, whatever it might be. Thanks as always for joining. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.